Hi, it's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. Hi, everybody. Today is Flossmas Day. I believe it's 9. I hope 9 is right. I think it's 9. I'm pretty sure it's 9. Today's ornaments, I'll just do one. I got a few here. No. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I bought these ornaments last year at a store, and it was like a 2-for-1. And I had them sitting for a full year in my room, another room, and just on a cabinet. And they got like a felt backing, and it just stuck. It had stuck to this part of it. So that was what oh no. Aren't they cute? They are just adorable. Some like little felt backings. And could do that sort of something similar. It's like a hard, I don't know what they used on the bottom. It's very hard. It might be a thin piece of wood or something. I'm not sure, but they're adorable. So I'd like to do that with cross stitch in the future. Could do that. So we'll put these up there. Not sure if you'll see that one. Well, you might, yep. And then this one, this one will be off camera. This one's going to go over here because I don't have any ornaments over there. There we go. And then I got this one, which is a big one, which is, this way, which is just a Nova Scotia lobster. As if you don't know, I'm from Nova Scotia, or I live in Nova Scotia. I'm originally born in Ontario, then lived in BC, and now in Nova Scotia. So I love Nova Scotia. Okay, we'll put this down here. There we go. Okay, so let's go over, we'll go over yesterday's stitching first. I got lots done yesterday. So first things first is my 4 boys and an NL girl. And what we did was just a little bit. It was just this orange here. And Lisa from Forest City Stitching, she just glanced at the chart and was able to say, I think that's a fox. I think she's right. I think it's a fox. I only could tell that when I stitched it. I said to her in a comment, nakili tappy, which is, aren't you clever? I may have got that wrong. It might mean nakil tappy. But anyways, there we go. It's cute. So that was a really light stitch. I got that done. And then I worked on quite a few different things. I got a little bit caught up on boar's head too, because I had been ignoring that. So on my Frosty Calendar Stitch by Paint with Stitches, we had also a light stitch. So I'll show you the whole thing. There we go. And so the square I worked on, I'm going to just zoom in on it. I got some hanging threads because I'm kind of cluing in. The border is always the same, so I might as well just hang that thread. But this is the one we did. And so it's just a snow scene with a tree. And yeah, so that was a light stitch too, so that was great. And one thing I've been having a bit of an issue with on this, and I don't know if anyone else had this in Pattern Keeper, I've been actually just, because it's a new block every day, I've been just loading up. She sends the whole document and just been doing my block instead of importing and doing the whole save it, then import your progress. And it's just a little bit, when you do it cheaply or quickly, it's just not as good. Not the colors aren't filled in, and your progress isn't. So I'm going to start doing it properly and just import my progress each day. So it'll be much better doing it that way. So I'm going to start being a good girl, and that will work better, Chantel. So then, because I had some extra time, last night I worked on, besides getting caught up on boar's head, which I don't have here, I also worked on the one we got in our box, which is a seagull. Chantel's already got hers done, but there you go. That's part of the seagull started there. So I'm going to try and get this done before the box finishes, before the end of the month. We'll see what I can get done. Just do a little bit. My highlighters are working great for marking off. And so, yeah, I'm just going to kind of chip away at that each night. Try to put at least a couple of strands. So that was good. And then I don't know if you remember me mentioning, if I mentioned it yesterday, but one of the skills was also doing the sewing method in hand. And I've been talking in the room, and in the Jingle Ball, a lot of the designers talked about doing that. If you want to stitch fast, that's the way to go. So I was like, okay, I want to work at it, because I think it's just a skill that you can have, and it just takes practice to get better at it. And so I got out my I got this stocking here, which I won as a giveaway from KEB Studio Creations, and I'm trying to finish it for this December. And the border is super, super tight. I think I have to go 2 more stitches over here. So it wasn't working in my Q-snap. Stitch in hand. So I did all of this with the sewing method, stitching in hand. And yep, I think it's great practice. This is working. This is Aida. They usually say to do it with a linen, but this is very soft Aida. And so it's actually working really, really well. So I'm going to just carry on with this and see how, practice every night doing some stitching in hand. And even today I was working temperature stitching, which I'm not showing you, was my chatelaine. And I did the big mistake of putting some beads in before I'd finished all the cross stitching. It's really hard to get the Q-snap in. So the only way you can bead as you go is if you're going to stitch in hand. So I am going to start stitching in hand on my chatelaine too, which is a big project. So that is going to be, I'm going to just switch all over, but definitely that I'm going to start doing that. I just got my setup up. I did 30 minutes this morning with the Q-snap on. And then when I finished off and was taking the Q-snap off, I realized, yeah, just do it in hand. So I'm going to do that. So I'm in hand. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second because I put my advent calendars inside a tote and it's going to be allowed to open. So just 1 second. Okay. So first one on my advent is paint with stitches. I'm kind of scared because the tote wasn't, I had snapped it tight and it wasn't tight, and we had big sound last night. So I'm actually scared that a mouse is going to jump out of here. I don't see any evidence of it, but I'm just a little nervous. So if I scream, you know what that's about, okay? Okay, so I'm looking for number 9, I believe. Gosh, let me look at my Frosty calendar because it's stitched to the right day. Let's see what, oh, yeah, it's 9. I remember doing 9 yesterday, so 9. Gosh, I'm nervous. 17, 10, 15, 16, 11, 14, 12, 9. Oh, that's 9. Oh, wow, it's a big one. Ooh. And she has wrapped once again with some floss. So I got a big chunk of my favorite color, green. I sure hope that was 9, not 6. I think it was. I think I've been keeping track, and I think I'm on par with things. I guess I'm pretty sure it is. Hard to tell. That's the kind of tricky part. Okay, I'll save that. What exciting. You know, good things come in little packages, but somehow it's super exciting when it's a bigger package. What is it? Oh! It's a stitch log. Oh, Chantel, this is perfect. Oh, I've been trying to think of how to be organized, and I keep looking at things, and oh, a year at a glance daily schedule. She probably has this available on her Etsy site, but there's a let me show you. So a year at a glance. It has across the it's just a full calendar. It's got the months across and the days coming down, and so you can keep track of your stitches. So maybe I'll do that. And then each month by month, it's a stitchy logbook. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is so great. So then we got the month by month. We can fill in the month and each day. Oh, that is so perfect. Oh my gosh. I am so, so happy. Oh, and then we have later on, we have a whip record. I guess you just keep track of what whips you got going. It has whip number, name, start date, finish date, number, hours, total stitches, storage note, and designer. It's only one page of that, so I'll have to photocopy that and make more. And then we got floss inventory. I'll probably use that as a shopping list. Marathon tracking and planner. So that's like a 24-hour marathon project and tracking. Stitch count tracking. That's for the whole year. But I'd probably use the first one. We'll see. Stitch along tracking. Temperature chart helper. So you can keep track of your temperatures. Wish list patterns. Commission record. Oh, that wouldn't be me. There we go. Okay, that's great. Oh, that is so, so perfect. I love having a hard paper version. Oh, I'm so happy. That is the best. Just so happy. I think that's just a blank page. Okay, I'll put all that away after the video so I don't make too much noise. Okay, next is 4 boys and an NL girl. We gotta be cautious. Maybe there's a mouse in here. No, there's nothing in here. I'll just slip that out really fast, just in case. There's no evidence of mice in this box, but I'm just really, really nervous. We heard a really big sound last night, and in my mind, I made it up that it was actually this container, which I just brought in, which used to be beside the bird food, so it's gonna smell like food, but. Okay, we just have the chart and floss today. So the floss color is 920. This is probably one of my favorite colors. I love this one. And yeah, it's more fill in on the fox, and there's a couple of random stitches, but that's the main thing. It's going to be filling in on the fox. So this will be a light stitch again today. So that's great. I'll continue getting caught up on boar's head and other things. Okay, I'll put that down there too. And then we just have the question left. Oops. Ooh, bing. So let's just see if we can do that. It doesn't feel like it's mixing up that way. I'm going to just grab in. I'll take one right there. I should just grab whichever one I touch first. Okay, let's see what we got today. Huh. Do you think our dreams have hidden meanings? Well, I think they do in a way, but not the way that you may think. For a while, when I was in my 20s, I actually kept a dream journal, and people always say, oh, I can't remember my dreams. But I had bought a book, and it explained how to actually remember your dreams. And the process is that you want to wake up while you're still just coming out of REM. And so you actually set your alarm a little early, and so that you're waking up partway in the dream, and then you also have to tell yourself that dream. So you keep telling you the story. As soon as you wake up, you have to start reliving that dream and retelling it, and then keep on. And it's just practice. And once you do it a bit, you actually do remember your dreams quite well. I still remember my dreams quite well. I believe they have meaning, in that there is probably symbolism is probably a bit on what is on your brain. And so you're just expressing maybe some of your worries or some of your thoughts or whatever. And it might be symbolic that it sounds like goobly-gook or kind of weird things. There are certain stress type things that will be emulated into the dreams, like being late or showing up. I have a constant showing up to exams at university and realizing I haven't gone to a single class all year, or I can't find the exam room, or school year started and I can't find my schedule, or I don't know where I'm supposed to be. Those are all just stress dreams. Those are just being stressed. I used to have a dream all the time, a recurring dream, that I was in a city of some sort and there's somebody trying to kill me. And they're trying to hunt me down. And so I'm trying to hide in different places, different alleyways, different buildings, and things like that. So I think dreams are just kind of ways of manifesting your emotions or what's going on a little deeper down. That's sort of my thought. It takes a lot of work because some of the dreams are really, really weird to actually really interpret what is going on. But if you do make notes, sometimes you'll see something like, oh, there was a bee in that dream. Oh, and I just remembered somebody talking about bees that day or something like that. And it might have been just a little phrase and somehow it got expressed in the dream. So usually can find something with a little digging, but dreams are fascinating. I always thought the reason I wanted to do a dream journal is because I thought 1/3 of your life is spent dreaming. Why just let that just disappear? I mean, yes, sleep's good and it's restorative and it's necessary, but in insomnia, you're kind of always struggling to actually sleep. And so I just thought that dreams are kind of fascinating to kind of keep track of them. And I got now a stitching logbook. I have all sorts. I love keeping track of all sorts of things. I do journal every day. But anyways, that I think is everything for me today. One other thing. Oh, I wanted to just mention to you. This is really, really goofy. But remember how I talked about superhero powers? I forgot to tell you I had a superhero power as a kid. I used to be able to walk on the ceilings. I don't know if anybody has ever done this, but I used to take a mirror and I would look down at the mirror and I would walk around the house so that you would actually be seeing the ceiling as you were walking around, and you'd like go through doorways you have to step over. There's always a ledge, and then be careful, you can't go downstairs. So that's the only thing that could be really dangerous. But on one floor, it's fine to walk around. On the ceiling, you have to go around the lights and everything like that. That was a thing I did as a kid. It was just kind of fun for me. It was kind of mind-bending to think you're walking on a ceiling. So that was my superpower. Anyways, that's just a little silliness for you. So have a great day 9, December 9th. It is Monday. It's Monday. Take care, everybody, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.